1,
2,
3,
4,
5,
These animals don't have homes to go to, so they can stay warm, dry, fed, and loved. They endure the elements in search of their next meal, hoping they don't get hit by a car or hurt out in the environment. This is not a life for any domestic animal to live. Lonely, cold, and hungry. This is the current problem all over the world and in each and every one of our towns. Right now, there could be a dog or cat outside your door searching for shelter or food. Homeless animals is a growing problem all over the U.S. and even in our own towns in Wisconsin. We should support our local animal shelters in any way possible to help solve this problem. I am lucky enough to have a great companion of a dog in our own home and have watched our local animal shelter develop from nothing and support many animals in need. I have also participated in local fundraising through our animal shelter. So today I will show you that homeless animals are a growing problem in Wisconsin, and I will explain how local animal shelters help these animals and what we can do to support the local animal shelters. And we'll also discuss how we can give continued support to these animal shelters. First, let's look at the homeless animal problem. Animals end up in shelters for a variety of reasons. They may be found as stray animals who have either become lost wandering from their home or abandoned by their owners. Some pet owners, for a variety of reasons, may feel they can no longer take care of their pets and surrender them to a local animal shelter. There are also times when animal shelters partner with rescue organizations and take in animals that have been seized by the local humane law enforcement. According to Stacy Wilson, director at Ridgetop Rescue, a nonprofit state licensed organization, they take in 2 to 5 special needs puppies a week from breeders who cannot sell them due to these special needs. And these could be anything from heart murmurs, hernias, and more. We have one non-kill animal shelter in Crawford County. There are many smaller in-home rescue shelters throughout the counties and Wisconsin. Animal shelters can be operated by the government, local humane societies, and individuals, or a combination of these. Some are funded only by donations. In 2021, my local animal shelter, Rivers and Bluffs, had 265 animals in its facility. According to Best Friends Save Them All, of the actual animal shelters that responded in Wisconsin, they reported 64,708 animals in shelters in 2021. Also, nearly 2,179 dogs and cats were euthanized. This problem is all over the U.S., and every shelter helps create a difference in those numbers. According to the American Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals, approximately 6.1 million animals enter shelters every year nationwide. Approximately 3.1 of these are dogs and 3.2 are cats. That's enough to fill every seat in Lambeau Field 77 times. Now that we can see that homeless animals are a problem, let's look at what local animal shelters are doing to help and what we can do to help those local animal shelters. They take in homeless, sick, abused, and neglected animals, or animals that are given up by their owners. They reunite pets with owners, shelter those in need, and find animals loving homes. Animal shelters provide food, medical care, and a caring human presence. Animals are walked and have someone to play with. They're offered inside and outside housing. They are also given vaccinations and appropriate testing when needed. They are sprayed and neutered before going to their homes, and sometimes they also offer microchips before being adopted. These shelters are ran by very few employees and numerous volunteers. They could not run this smooth without these volunteers. Consider volunteering, whether it's coming to play with the animals, walk the dogs, socialize the cats, or clean litter boxes. You can even help with fundraising. According to the manager at Rivers and Bluffs, which is not city, state, or government funded, many people think in order to support us, they need to give us monetary donation or be fully involved in the shelter. However, this is not true. Something as simple as sharing social media posts is considered support. Buying a plate of cookies at a bake sale, everything someone does is supporting our organization. Some kids hold lemonade stands and donate the funds to simply donating cans to our can fundraising. There's an endless limit of ways to donate and support your local animal shelters. Some local animal shelters will have you foster dogs while they wait to find them a home. This helps with the overcrowding in smaller volunteer-run organizations. Fostering helps prepare animals for adoption by giving them a chance to live in a caring home, socialization, overcoming fears, and recovering from trauma and illnesses that they may have. Local Animal Rescue, Ridgetop Rescue nonprofit organization that is dedicated to rehoming animals in need, works out of foster homes only and mainly her own, and has taken in and rehomed over 1,000 animals. Now that you see what animal shelters local and all over Wisconsin are doing and what we can do to help them, let's look what continuous support can do for these shelters. The elimination of homeless animals and continued care will depend on our continued support for these shelters. If people continue to support by giving donations, supplies, and money, or volunteering, they can provide care and find loving homes for these animals. It will not matter how many animals need care if they have the support of our community. Also, by not buying pets from breeders and looking to your own local animal shelter will help reduce the number of animals within these shelters. However, if people do not continue to support local animal shelters, they won't be able to provide care and find homes for these animals. They also won't be able to feed them. They'll begin to have overcrowding and they won't be able to take new animals in. With being overcrowded, they will have to start putting time limits on the amount of time animals can be in there before they're euthanized. So in conclusion, we as a community should support local animal shelters, whether it's by donating money, supplies, volunteering our time, or fostering animals, or even sharing social media posts. You can come walk the dogs, socialize the cats, or even clean litter boxes. Your support is necessary to keep these animal shelters up and running and finding loving homes for these animals. How would you feel if 92,000 homeless people were euthanized just because they were homeless? This is how many animals are euthanized every year. You can do something big or you can do something small, because whatever you do is better than nothing at all. Foster, adopt, donate, and advocate. Thank you.